This video is going to show you how to measure electric fields in a bedroom. So we have the ME3030B. You take the bottom switch, the power switch, and you move it all the way up to the top. This gives a sound, always a good thing to do. And then up here there's an M and an E. We're on electric field, so you move this switch up to E. So we're going to just check a normal area. As you can see, it should be 1 to 3 in a bedroom, and we're up to about 160, 150. So as you can see, 140. It's very high here. So what you do is you start to either move these items across the room, don't have them right next where you sleep, or start to unplug them if they have to remain on here. That will reduce the electric fields. So we're going to sweep through the room just to sort of get an idea. Here we have a power strip. It's up very high. It's up about 70 or 80, but as you pull back, you can see it drops rapidly. So what we'll be doing is we're mainly interested where people are sleeping. So we come through here next to the TV. It's again high, but as you pull away, you can see it starts to drop. And here's some dimmer switches. Dimmer switches are always an issue. So again, that's 70 or 80. When you have a dimmer switch and you're not using it, you always want it all the way down in the off position. So we're going to swing around here, and we're going to come over here to this side of the room. We have electric clock here. They're always very, very high in electric fields. That's about 112, 116. We'd always recommend that you move that on the other side of the room. If it's too small, then just get a larger clock with bigger numbers. And we have another electronic device which is high as well. So that's about actually almost into the 200s. So we did the general sweep. Now what we're going to do is where you sleep. This is the most important thing. So the very first measurement you do is you put it on the pillow pointing up. So it should be 1 to 3, and because we have the electronic items plugged in, it's too high. And you're going to take 3 measurements at the pillow. So you do one like that, and we're interested in the largest one. And then you come over here. So as you can see, this is the largest one, and what you would do is you would start to move things and unplug things to get that anywhere from 1 to 3. That's about 15, so that's about 5 to 6 times higher. Now we're going to do this area as well. This is the 3rd measurement. And again, that's high, but not as high as the other one. And then you put it on its side, and that's a little bit lower, and then you put it right here as well. Normally the pillow is the highest, but we're just checking the 3 areas. And here's where your feet would be. So again, as you can see, this is the lowest part, and you do 3 measurements. You step a little bit away from it because your body can interfere a little bit with it. As you can see, these are quite a bit lower. So in this particular environment, you would start to unplug items from where the pillow is to get that to 1 to 3. So we're going to do the other side now, because it's very important to do both sides of the bed, and they will differ. They will differ. So now we're going to put this where someone sleeps, and you can see that that's a little bit lower than the other side. But again, we have not unplugged anything. Then we're going to move it on this side. And that's actually a little bit higher. It's pointing, remember your sensor is at the top, so it's pointing toward this. So these items are causing a bigger issue. And then you point it right here as well toward the wall. So as you can see, the bigger issues are to the left with these items plugged in, not necessarily the wall. So we're going to also do the torso. And you see that's a lot lower because we're getting away from the electric devices. Turn it on its side. and that's even lower. And then we're going to turn it on its back. And those about the same. And then we're also going to do where the feet would be. So again, as you can see, that's the lowest. It's almost where it should be. Again, you want to take your hand off, because as I put my hand on, you can see it affects it. So you want to step back a little bit. And then again, you do this measurement as well. And then you do one on the side. On its back. So this is how you measure electric fields in a bedroom. Okay. We've just finished measuring electric fields in a bedroom. And you notice right now it's still above 2. You want to be 2 and under for the safe levels. Now, if you've moved everything, you've unplugged everything, you've done as much as you can, and it's still above 2, many clients report better sleep if they actually shut the breakers off to the back wall and any wall that's within 6 feet. They report the best sleep they've ever had. If you do that, you have to make sure aquariums aren't hooked up to that, smoke detectors aren't hooked up to that, refrigerators, life alert, those type of items. So when you do turn them off, make sure you check your systems to make sure everything is up and running.